That was the biggest highlight to me.
So funny.
I loved that.
All right.
It's really one of those things where you're like a blessing and a curse. You know?
Yeah. I'll read our text message thread in just a little bit. Hi, welcome back.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hello. Man, if we had a dog here, he would bark.
He
would. Oh, God. Please. Not another podcast. I'm Braylee Linderman.
I'm Josh Dell.
We're both wearing black today because we are in mourning.
Slimming.
Oh, or slimming.
Yeah, both. Yeah. And we kind of blend in with the background, which is cool.
One day we should just do the green screen and like put us on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. I just got back from the beach this week.
Yeah, this girl takes a lot of vacations for somebody who has no money.
You know, it's really crazy that I have been able to go a lot of places this summer because last summer I didn't get to go anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, and you do fly Spirit. You know, you're very budget conscious with your flights, at least.
We did, and luckily this beach trip was with some friends who their family owns a beach house, so we didn't have to pay for that.
Gotta love having rich friends.
I know, it's so nice, but yeah, we did a fly Allegiant back, and we were delayed 5 hours.
That checks out to me.
To be fair, I've never had a problem with Allegiant.
Yeah,
but this time, it's like we got to the airport, we flew out on a different airline than our friends because it was cheaper. It saved us money.
Yeah.
And we are standing in line at Starbucks. We're there 2 hours early because we didn't know how Jacksonville Airport was. And Tom gets a text and he goes, "We're delayed."
Kind of a shit show, Jacksonville.
It's actually not. It wasn't that bad when I was there.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Orlando.
Yeah, but Jackson also the airport started getting busy because they had that hurricane coming in.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so every hour we got a new update saying that our plane was delayed, and finally so we had been there from like 8 a.m. It was around 1. They said, "Hey guys, just giving you an update finally."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Your plane is in Michigan. It's having mechanical issues, but don't worry."
Which is what you want to hear before you get on the flight.
Right. Yeah, I know. And they're like, "We have a Savior plane coming for you." So the Savior plane came from New Orleans to Orlando to us, and we got on a plane.
And now you're here.
And then we got free food.
Yeah, my Allegiant, I've flown Allegiant a few times, and normally it's pretty good, but I told you the one story where we were flying down to Vero Beach, and the pilot just did a do-over. We were he did the wheels touched the ground, and he went back up. Nope.
Actually, the girl we were flying with said that she was flying, I think it was like Frontier or something, like more of another budget airline, and she said that they landed. It was the worst landing she's ever been on. Like, it was scary. Like, people kind of screamed a little bit.
Yeah.
And the pilot came on and was like, "Hey guys, like that was so-and-so's like first landing.
Yeah.
If you guys could just like pat him on the back on the way out."
So now we're supposed to encourage this guy. He's like, he has the first time driver bumper sticker on the plane. Like,
yeah, literally. Like they're a student driver.
Funny. I know, that's funny because like my parents got me braces, but like at the college where they learn how to put braces on to save money, and that's basically what Allegiant and Spirit is.
It really is. It really is. And the pilot's funny. The pilots on Spirit and Allegiant, they're so like not professional, I guess
they know
you could say.
They know what airline they're flying for, you know.
But you know what, Allegiant, if you want to sponsor us, I'll fly you all the time if you want.
Sure. They do have a cheap directs, which is nice.
Yes.
I do. They used to run this one from B&A here to Palm Springs. That was like $70. I told you one time I bought a whole row and just like laid down in the row. And
why not? And their planes are huge.
Yeah.
And they're not Boeing, so it's like they're not going to fall in the sky. They're just a little older.
It is nice to know that you're not going to completely die.
I know. How scary would that be? Because I just saw another TikTok where a plane fell like 6,000 feet out of the air.
Right.
A Boeing.
It's happening all the time.
Guys.
Boeing.
That's a lot of lives on a plane.
It is.
And like the worst part is like pilots can't do anything because it's like mechanical issues that aren't even like something that they can see.
Did they ever figure out exactly what happened with that Malaysia flight? Remember when they couldn't even find the black box that's supposed to be in the plane?
That is something that is, I think forever is going to be like the biggest conspiracy theory, but I don't know why it would be conspiracy.
Do you remember some guy who was like typed up the slides or whatever for the TV network, typed in like the names that like the newscaster is supposed to read, and they were like the most racist names ever. Like they were all like Asian names, but they were like I don't know. I don't want to say him. Yeah,
No.
but yeah, there's some guy. I think they might have both lost their jobs, which I'm like, dude, the guy probably just reads whatever's on the teleprompter, but
Yeah.
and didn't put 2 and 2 together. And 10, like one name was like, holy fuck, yeah, and stuff like that. So.
Oh my God, people.
I know.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing I feel like that's ever happened. Like not even like nothing floated up. Like there was nothing. I think that is so bizarre. But then they made that show Manifest that was about that plane that went missing for 5 years, and when they came back, it was like 5 years in the future. Have you ever seen that show? It was. Honestly, it was one of the best shows.
I never watched Lost either.
I never watched Lost either, but Manifest, I highly recommend. It's all on Netflix now, and they finished the series out on Netflix. And the best part about it was the ending. It truly answered every question that you could possibly have, and they brought everything together. It was the first time I've ever seen a show like that, and like everything was answered. So
I do like that.
Yeah, it was really, really good. It had something to do with like, I don't know, the Bible. I don't know. I don't really remember why the Bible was involved in it.
The Bible was like, somehow involved in this?
Yeah, like they were kind of like the guardian angels, and they were on you have to watch it. It's really good. Tom and I loved it.
I definitely will. Not ever.
Oh, okay.
No. I will. I'm always looking for something to watch. I'm actually rewatching things right now.
What are you rewatching?
I don't want to say it's douchey.
What are you rewatching?
I rewatched Entourage.
Okay.
Entourage.
I've never seen it.
It's fine. It's like early 2000s, like actor.
I feel like I remember like the picture of them like on the
yeah. It's like he was executive producer is Mark Wahlberg on it, and it's kind of I feel like kind of his story, loosely with like it's like young actor with his like brother who's older and a little washed up, and like his friends from they're from New York instead of Boston, but living out in LA and just having a crazy time. And
love that.
Yeah.
Is that all you're rewatching?
No, rewatching Modern Family.
Oh, yeah. I love Modern Family.
Great show.
I got back into Pretty Little Liars, which is so problematic because if you've seen Pretty Little Liars, you know that there is a huge storyline of a student-teacher romance,
which apparently happens all the time.
Well,
now.
apparently, but he was like, to me when I was younger, he was so hot, and I was like, "This is the hottest show." Blah blah blah. And now I'm rewatching it. I'm like, "This
is." Statutory.
Yeah, a lot of that, like older guys being into these younger girls. It is actually super problematic.
So what's interesting is like we had a teacher in high school, but I actually experienced more women teachers with like senior boys than the opposite. Yeah. Which is crazy. And then what's also like weird is like, I mean, obviously you didn't grow up a man, but I did.
Oh,
and
did you?
it's like celebrated if you're like if it's like the reverse thing, and
which
just
is
like,
crazy.
It's weird either way. I've been meeting with some big sponsors, and they said if it was just you, we'd sponsor you. But
that's not true. They were like, she's so cute. We love her so much.
Said, that mouthy broad you got on there.
I love her. I wish that Olipop would sponsor us because I walked into my car and I have like maybe 7 cans of Olipop in my car right now.
I can't do it, man. I accidentally drank one.
Which one did you drink?
A root beer.
Those are the worst.
I was like, I drank this because I just like grabbed it out of the fridge and I was like, oh, what is this?
No, it's bad.
Yeah.
Root beer is bad. I would say strawberry vanilla is good. The orange squeeze is good. And the grape is good. The grape tastes...
What do they like on their sugars and carbs?
They don't have any sugar. Or 5 grams of sugar, no carbs.
Okay.
Yeah,
I could do that.
No caffeine, which is nice.
I don't know if you notice about me, but I'm.
Josh is losing weight. He is on a great weight loss journey.
A fit journey, I lift weights every day.
He is.
I mean, it's basically doing what I used to do, but I just stopped doing it for years.
He's the king of weightlifting.
That's me. I'm the king of weightlifting. If you need any weightlifting advice, if you want to just talk about protein, sometimes we could talk about protein for hours. I tried to convert this whole thing into just a talk about protein, but Braylee wasn't having it.
Yeah.
Because her protein intake is weak.
My phone's been listening to you, like doing the carnivore diet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not doing that like strict.
Yeah.
But,
Well, my phone's been listening to you. So then my TikTok got in this weird algorithm that was like a bunch of carnivore people.
Yeah.
And there's a guy on there. He's called Carnivore Steve or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. He literally made a protein bar and he's selling it for like $22.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like the keto bars,
Yeah.
a box of the keto bars, which is a 12 pack, which I don't buy because I'm not like full on keto, but the 12 pack is $45 or $48.
That's crazy.
Insane.
That's crazy.
What?
Well,
like, yeah.
there's somebody that does like reviews of the protein bars and he's like, these are like, and he'll like read the ingredients and he'll be like, these aren't the best ingredients, but the macros are good, whatever.
Right.
But he got to the carnivore bar and he was like, this literally, like you can just make like meat at home and eat it for less than these $22 bars. And there was another one that he did. It was called the Justin bar, I think it was. He's selling his bar for $12, and he's like, it doesn't make sense. Like this, stuff. And he's like, if you want the exact same thing, take this bar instead.
Right.
So it's just weird. People are crazy.
They have those simple bars, which I think are pretty good. You know,
what are simple bars?
I think there's the one that just lists the ingredients right out on them. It's like one egg or one. Yeah.
The coconut cream pie is so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've always been a fan of cream pies.
Oh my God, Michelle, that is not true. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it is true.
Wait.
But
Speaking of Michelle, Tom's sister texted me.
I know she didn't comment on the last pod. I think it was.
But she did listen. Hold on. She said,
what did
she said, my mom just said I got a mention on your recent podcast. So I was asking in context. And she said you were talking about fetishes and then milking massage tables or something. And I said, maybe you should stop listening to this. And she goes, well, I do feel like I'm getting an education. Oh God.
Sorry, Michelle.
I don't even remember the milking
I do. I remember
table.
talking, and you shamed all those people who are into it.
Guys, some fetishes I just can't get behind.
Yeah, like me in the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
No.
Josh.
I just said I don't really.
Today.
Yeah, I don't really watch the Olympics. I don't really watch a lot of. I don't watch TV other than programs.
I know Josh knows this, but like when I say I get so giddy about the Olympics.
Big fan.
I love the Olympics.
I mean, we've been talking about it way before it even.
I know
happened.
because I walked in watching it because it's been like constant.
Yeah. I mean like even from I think the first podcast we were talking about the Olympics.
The Olympics,
you know?
I love them. I think they're so cool. I think it's also because I admire people that are so dedicated to something like their whole entire lives. And also it's fun watching the parents see their kids achieve something so big. And the stories are incredible. Like I was telling Josh, there's the cyclist who won gold for the US. She just started cycling like a few years ago, like 6 years ago. And she just went at it and she won gold. Like that is insane.
That's very impressive. I have a theory though about like the Olympics, why people are so obsessed with them or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think it's because people admire something that they're not willing to do themselves.
That's actually a really to be fair, like I would never dedicate that much time to run. I hate running.
It's so much time. Like obviously, you know, I know some Olympians and stuff like that, and it's like that's so much of your life. That's your whole life.
Oh my God, Josh. Lori Hernandez was the commentator for the gymnastics.
I know.
She was so funny.
I know.
And she's obviously
Lori is hilarious.
Yeah, she was in between these two like old men talking. We were talking about the pommel horse because I don't know if I'm sure you saw the story about like the king of pommel on the U.S. He like won the bronze for the U.S. team for the first time.
Did he wear
in
glasses?
Years. Wears glasses.
Yeah,
Clark Kent. And anyways, he got into the final for the pommel horse individual. Yeah. And Lori Hernandez was like, "You've heard of horse girls. Now we got horse boys." These two guys were like,
"What are you talking about?"
And Lori would not stop laughing at herself. It was so funny.
She is extremely funny. She's a very talented actress. And that's where she goes to NYU Tisch. I don't know if I should say that, but that's where she goes.
She's great.
And
she was honestly one of the highlights of like watching the gymnastics this year because she was just so, I can't even explain it. Like even she was pointing out things that you would never point out as like a commentator, and it made you pay attention more.
That, yeah.
She also was talking about how the individual beam, you know, Simone Biles and Suni Lee were supposed to medal, and they ended up not medaling. Every single person fell on beam except for like two people.
Dang.
And Laura Hernandez was like, "Hey, somebody should probably check that beam. This is not normal."
Yeah.
And then she was kind of like shushed a little bit.
Yeah.
And so it's I don't know. Yeah, but I I'll back you up on that theory. I think that like it's something that I would never do myself.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And I think it also appeals to people who love to judge things. You know, like because people do that with sports and everything, you know, like
all those people on the couch be like,
yeah, yeah. You saw the memes get shared around like me sitting on the couch eating potato chips being like, loser.
Idiot. Yeah, swimming, I think it's also like a lot of the races this year have been really, and normally like the US dominates and they haven't really been that great. So it's kind of been a level playing field this year in the sense of like, they're still winning, but everything's been really close. But isn't it because
like the U.S. used to like recruit and stuff like from other countries and stuff? Like we'd get like.
Well, you actually, I don't know because there's a lot of different countries that they all train in the U.S. But they like some people who didn't make the Olympic team for the U.S. are now with a different. Country.
Yeah, they have their own NIL rule. They're like,
so
I'm entering the transfer portal. I'm going to Jamaica myself.
Is that fine? But if one of your parents is from a different country, you can represent that country.
Gotcha.
Like the guy from Sweden, he goes to LSU. He just beat the world record, Olympic record in pole vaulting, but he like does everything in the United States. But his family's from Sweden, and so he represents Sweden.
Nice.
Which, speaking of pole vaulting.
Oh yeah, dude. What about the dude who brought his own pole from home? That dude, talk about a blessing and a curse. Like
I have
being so high.
I have to read this conversation between me and Josh.
Oh, I don't. Hold
on. I sent this meme that says. Pole vaulter's Olympic dream shattered by his own penis.
Dude.
Pretty much what happened is a Frenchman went to pole vault and for some reason his junk got caught on the bar.
And it went boing on the way down.
So, anyways. Okay, wait. You said check your...
Oh, yeah. And then you sent me the article, and that's what I said.
And I go, this is so funny. I said, I don't know if you saw how he lost due to his junk hitting the pole. And he goes, yes, check your TikTok. That's why I opted for a small penis.
They were asking me, when they were putting on the parts, what do you want? And I said, give me the smallest one you got. I want to be quick and nimble.
The rest of his whole entire life, he's going to be known as the guy that lost because of his balls.
Did you see he already got offered like a $1 million porn gig or something?
Yes, which is crazy. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like a lot of those guys, there was somebody like commentating during the like pole vaulting, and she was like, I think it was Leslie Jones, and she was like, man, I feel like they need to get these guys some jock straps. Like their junk is everywhere.
It's all over the place. Yeah.
The literal next person that went was the Frenchman, and she saw what happened. She goes, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, there's no way that I just said that and this happens.
Oh, that's insane. Well, kudos to that guy. I'm sure he won't have a hard time finding a date for a while.
I mean, he is really good looking too. So pole vaulting does not make sense to me. My brain can't compute like how pole vaulting works.
Yeah.
I also don't. There's like a lot of sports like pole vaulting, the hammer throw, discus, shot put.
They always try to get me to throw discus and shot put in college.
I could totally see you doing that.
I just never did. I don't know. I mean, they were just because I think I had like I wasn't playing any sports anymore. I had a football scholarship in one school and then I didn't go. So, but yeah, at my school they didn't have a football program. So I had a really high bench because I was always into lifting weights and they're like, dude, you'd crush it. And I was like, I don't know, man.
Josh,
it's nerdy.
If you start now,
They told me I had to run a mile every day beforehand. And I said, mm-mm.
Running, not doing it.
Yeah, I was I'll get up there and do a few circles and throw something, but that's about it.
I think there's a guy who got the first and second place for the shot put. I could totally see you doing shot put, Josh. Like your build and like how like you're like really strong up here, like you totally could. First place U.S. The second place winner, his wife actually coached at Vanderbilt for a really long time.
Oh, really?
Tom knows her.
Tom knew her.
Yeah.
Really? What was her deal?
I don't know, but it was really cool. Don't understand it.
You just don't understand like throwing a ball.
No, they have to twirl and then like the really. I personally would never.
It is. That was the thing too. Is like learning the motion. Yeah, is really like because that's what it is. You're kind of putting. I mean, it's like baseball and stuff too. With like you're putting your weight into it. Like,
Yeah.
You know, it's like literally the transfer of weight as you're like catapult something.
You have to be like perfect timing. The most perfect timing. That's
Not
also...
only that, dude, I tore my meniscus on the elliptical. Can you imagine me spinning in circles with that? That's a death sentence. Just both my knees would buckle.
But he got the gold. Yeah, they end up like on the outside of their foot too.
Dude, no, there's no way my joints could handle that.
Listen, I keep saying every time the Olympics are on, every single year, I'm like, if I started now today, what sport could I get into to make it to the Olympics to achieve my dream?
No, you would have to have such crazy dedication.
Okay, let me say it, like 2 hours a day, 4 years, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Give me. Speaking of the throwing, the spear throwing, the
javelin.
Thank you.
Oh, that guy was crazy. I saw the highlight of some dude that just like
almost hit the cameraman.
Yeah, it was insane.
Josh, I don't even want to win. I just want to be like, I want the merch.
This guy, you could buy a ticket. Like they're already planned out where the next.
I want it for free. I want it all for free. I want Flava Flav to sponsor me.
So water polo is going to be your thing.
Water polo looks like the hardest sport I've ever seen.
It is definitely the hardest thing. Like egg beatering and like doing that stuff. Like it's crazy. I saw somebody like talking about like somebody's mom didn't realize that they're swimming in water while playing. They were just standing in a shallow pool, just launching a ball at each other.
And they're like, no, they're treading water the whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
One of my dreams when I was younger was to go to the Olympics for swimming.
Really?
I always said it when I was younger. I was on a year-round swim team, which gets you into the Olympic trials.
Yeah.
But I quit for rowing, and then I quit rowing for cheerleading, and I quit cheerleading to be a singer-songwriter. Maybe I'll sing the national anthem at the Olympics.
Or what is your next venture?
Guys, let me know what sport you think I could do. Into the Olympics.
She did sing and songwriting. Now where is she going from here?
The hammer throw.
I would like that you enter back into the sports arena. That would be. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get into cycling like that one girl.
Yeah.
I also watched the triathlon. That made me exhausted just watching them. That doesn't look fun.
That one's out for you, huh?
Oh, for swimming, running, and biking?
Yeah.
Running?
Yeah.
No, please.
I don't blame you.
I mean, balance beam?
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Anyways.
All right.
Guys, I met a girl yesterday at work who is from Germany.
What? Yeah.
And this guy... It's funny because sometimes like other customers will like insert themselves in the conversation. She's like, "Oh, I'm from Germany. I'm a journalist. I'm here to cover the election." And I go, "Whoo!" And this guy goes, "Oh, the election." He was like, "That's cool, from Germany." And he was like really interested in what she was saying. And she was like, "Well, yeah, like obviously, like the U.S. their news is everywhere, like it is." And she left, and then he comes up to me, he goes, "I hope Kamala Harris wins." Because I love the dramatics.
I love the dramatics.
And I said, cool.
Okay. Dramatic king.
We love the dramatics as well.
I don't know, man. It's like on one hand, I love my couch too, and then on another hand, it's like,
guys,
I do think that is funny though. The other guy, what's his name? Tim Walls. Did you see the thing about him getting a DUI and pretending he's deaf? And I was like, that's kind of like my British accent when I got my DUI driving on the wrong side of the road,
I didn't hear about this. I thought you were talking about when Tim Walls made a comment about the couch for JD Vance.
Oh, no. So in the 90s, he got a DUI or something. He was going like 95 and like a 40 or something.
Yikes.
And the officers pulled him over. And then he pretended to be like, I can't hear you. I'm deaf. And I'm like, oh, shit, man. Oh, that's funny.
Speaking of deaf, I'm actually in the process of learning sign language, and I'm pretty good at it.
Sure. I'm sure you're a master.
No, I'm getting really good at it. I'm really proud of myself.
I am proud of you too when you commit to something.
I love it. It's so easy. Sign language isn't easy. The lessons are easy to understand, and it's easy to like remember things with the way that they teach you, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've literally always wanted to learn sign language, and this app, Lingvano, if you guys sponsor us.
I didn't know if it was Duolingo.
No, it's not.
They probably don't have sign language.
Probably not. But it's just really cool. I would love to. I want to be able to like. I've always wanted to be able to sign. I think it's a cool thing.
I feel like I know the signs to get me through my life, and
show me your signs.
I've learned enough.
If you show me, and this does not count.
Flicking off is one of the.
Does not count.
Yeah. No. I do like the traditional. That.
Okay.
Is another good one. There's this. There. Up yours kind of thing, and then there's. There's.
I hope that a deaf person goes to do it one day is like, and you're like.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry. No, but it's really big actually now to teach your kids sign language, like your children, especially before they can speak. Like they'll learn like food and like See, I actually know things, and I have a special cousin, and that's how she can't talk. So
Apple. Yeah, it's really cool. So I've always wanted, and recently I've been dreaming. In my dreams, I've been signing to people. Because I'm so focused on it. But I also want to sign up for this app, and I think it's really, really cool. It's called Be My Eyes. Have you heard of this? So if you're blind, you download this app, and if you like, for example, you're picking out your clothes for the day and you don't have anybody around you to tell you like what color something is, you can log on to this app and it will call somebody and FaceTime somebody pretty much and be like, what color is this shirt? What color is pants? And help you pick out an outfit. But the reason why I really want to do it is because this girl recently said that she got a call. It was her first ever call that she got on it. She was so excited.
And it was Stevie Wonder.
No. Oh. And it was a girl being like, hi, I have my boyfriend's phone. Can you tell me who he's been texting?
I was going to say, that's probably the only job you could show up to and be naked.
Yeah. True.
Nobody will know.
Well, it's just so funny. She was like, yeah, I see like this girl. She's like, well, what is she saying?
Yeah.
And because he had it to where his phone like wouldn't read out loud.
Yeah.
Turn off the haptics. She pretty much helped ruin a relationship.
You would want to just
give me the tea, girl. Let me know all about
everybody loves a little bit of tea. You know? It's true.
I do love a little bit of tea.
Yeah, a spot of tea.
A spot of tea. I think it's weird. Have you ever had tea with milk in it?
Yeah, my one of my friends, his family's from Australia, and they do that. And actually, it's not terrible. Have you had it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's good. But yeah, they do a cuppa.
A cuppa. You went to cuppa. Cuppa. Speaking of Australia, they have weird one-sided beef with the U.S.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really weird.
I don't know. Every Australian I've ever met is lovely, and I enjoy them very much.
You don't think I love Australians, especially men Australians?
I don't know, Briley. You never cared for my accent much.
You sound like Crocodile. You sound like Steve Irwin.
Oh, it's a big crock.
I cried when Steve Irwin died when I was little.
Yeah, but now his son, he's living out. He's
so
living
hot.
out his dreams.
He's so cute.
He's down there, and yeah.
What's his name? Bindy's the girl. Not Richard. Is it Richard? Anyways, my friend, if you ever listen to this, buddy, I got a girl for you. It's not me. I know, disappointing. It's actually a girl I work for. Wow. She's obsessed with you.
So sad. I'm sure he is going to have a hard time sleeping tonight.
I can't take you.
Speaking of which, I read your update for your adoption thing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I saw you signed it Brayley and Hot Tom. So I called my bank and see if I could get the donation revoked, because I was just like, this is a bit's going on too long. But it's
been going on for 11 years. I can't drop it now.
Hot Tom. I tried to see if they would. I tried to mark it as fraud. None of it worked.
Oh, darn. I know. I felt like I had to like type something today because people have been asking about like where we are in the adoption process, but there's no like good update to give.
It's kind of a molasses process.
It feels like we're walking through like quicksand. Yeah. And it's fine though.
And then it'll all happen like at once.
Yes, it'll all happen at once. I spent this morning looking up somebody to help us make our profile book, which I'm really, really, really excited about because it tells your whole entire life story. It's really cool. I just love that aspect of it. Yeah. And essentially like a mom is going to look at this profile book and they're going to be like, this is who I want.
She's going to be like, is that Hot Tom?
Yeah, is that Hot Tom from The Voice?
Yeah. Let's do that.
So yeah, I'm excited though. I see a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel in the sense of like the home study process part of it, but it's still just molasses.
I can't imagine somebody inspecting my home for children to live in.
They walked out of your basement.
Yeah. Would not be good, but you know. It's a lawless zone, you know. It's kind of one of those demilitarized zones.
If
that's
they come
my
to your house, they'd be like, "You can't go down there. Why? You just can't go down there. You just
don't go to the basement."
What I wonder
that's
is
where I
like,
make my music and have my good thoughts, you know.
Yeah. What if like somebody went? I want to ask like a home study person, have they ever been to a house where they have like a sex dungeon?
Yeah, would you
still pass?
That's not illegal.
No,
like,
you can still pass.
You should be allowed to have the St. Andrew's cross or whatever it is, you know, in there, and like still be a good parent, you know.
Oh,
It's the X. Like how I just laid on that beanbag over there earlier.
Very, very 50 Shades of Grey of them. But I just wonder, like, some of the stuff that they've seen in people's houses.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably some crazy things. Nude portraits of themselves.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't technically say no. It's just like, and really when they come to your house. You
don't like fine art?
Yeah, right. Really, they just come to your house and it's to make sure that your house is like baby proofed. If you have a pool, you have a fence, a fire escape plan, fire extinguishers, all that kind of stuff. Like they don't care about like this. If you have guns, it's in a safe.
Right.
So it's just like the little like obviously logical things.
Yeah. Let's we asked our audience an interesting question and I am so excited to get to some of these. We asked everybody what their craziest celebrity hall pass is, and I feel like you probably got some good ones, right? I wrote a few of mine down.
I got like 4 or 5 that are pretty good on here.
Yeah.
Well, who was your craziest hall pass? Like and we wanted
my personal one.
Yeah, like we wanted crazy ones that like not normal. Anyways, go on. We'll talk about it.
My hall pass is Megan Thee Stallion.
But that's not like, crazy. She's a total babe.
Yeah, but she could step on my throat, you know, and then like
Megan, give this man attention, please.
Sorry, Megan, I need it. I'm down bad. Yeah.
She could step on my throat.
Okay. Are you reading some of yours that you got first? Okay.
The very first one I got was Big Bird.
Oh. Big Bird, huh?
Big Bird. Yeah. I guess she's hoping that the feet match.
Yeah, whatever. Is it the bird that makes the man, or the?
She really likes those long-lipped chickens.
Yeah. Okay, I had someone say Carrot Top, and I just think about the props that he could bring to the table.
Carrot Top to me, I feel like he smells like tomato juice. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, probably the Carrot Top.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think that's how he got that though. I think that's just a natural top for him. What is
My friend said Buzz Lightyear when he takes his helmet off from the Lightyear movie.
Yeah. Dude, he's gonna take her to infinity and beyond.
Oh, you guys.
Okay. Here's one. Bill Nye.
He would run so many experiments.
Imagine him, yeah, exactly. Imagine him applying the scientific method to your body. Some light experimenting.
And literally in the background, he has his theme song being like, Bill.
He's just always cheering him on.
This is a good one. And I mean, I agree. I don't think it's that crazy, but it could be Obama.
Okay. See, I got one that said Joe Biden. Okay. And I was like, I think Joe would die if he blinked too hard.
Okay. But are they talking about Joe Biden when he's younger or older?
Yeah, he was a pretty handsome younger man.
He was so hot when he was younger. And so was Obama. Obama's still a good looking guy now, but when he was younger.
Yeah.
Out of all
Obama smoking that joint in the picture, like when he was in college, I was like, that's cool.
There is one president on the $10 bill. Jefferson, I think.
No, Wait, is Jefferson on the $10 bill?
Thomas Jefferson?
I thought he's on the 5. Wait, or is that Lincoln on 5?
Lincoln's on 5.
Yeah, or is it Hamilton?
Oh, Maybe.
Wait, Alexander. Oh wait, no.
Who was on the? Well, when we look it up.
Yeah.
Who? Hold on. Who is?
You are.
The reason why I'm saying this because I've never really like looked. Yeah. It's Alexander Hamilton. I've never looked at him, but like he's actually like really hot. He is a total babe.
Yeah.
Look at his jawline.
Hamilton could get this ham.
Yeah.
Hamilton.
Come on over.
Yeah. I mean, they did dedicate a whole musical to him, so there's that.
Yeah, they did.
Wasn't he not the president? Wasn't it? I mean, I know Benjamin Franklin wasn't. He's on the 100. Owen Wilson, and I just said, "Wow."
The whole time he's like climaxing. He's like, "Wow, wow, 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 wow,
wow,
wow,
wow." Oh, you know what? I just take mine back. Mine would be Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh,
wow. You make me want a hot dog real bad.
You want a hot dog real bad. Claire said, I would kill Alex and feed him to pigs if Dermot Mulroney looked in my direction.
Who is it?
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
Let's look it up.
I don't know.
Dermot.
Somebody to me said Louis C.K.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh.
He's totally hot.
Yeah,
he makes sense.
I don't know. The young version of him. Somebody to me said Louis C.K. And I said, something tells me that would happen whether you wanted to or not.
Louis C.K.?
Yeah, because No, Louis C.K. He's a comedian who was jerking off in front of. He would have women to his hotel room and just start jerking off in front of them. Yeah.
I used to think he was so funny, and then he just got too gross. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that.
You need to balance it.
Yeah.
I feel like my craziest one would be Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean. Yeah, I think you have said that.
You know his body is fresh.
Mr. Clean.
And then we obviously had like normal ones that were like Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. Fucking Joe Notice and Tate McRae, you know?
Johnny Depp, obviously.
My friend said Britney Spears. She's also a woman. Yeah, I don't know. Someone said Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson? Is that shoeless Bo Jackson?
You got a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Jason Statham. So let me tell you what the deal is. You're going to take off your pants and I'm going to get in there. Jack Black. You know?
Jack Black was cute when he was younger.
Yeah.
Fred Durst.
Yeah. Pedro Pascal. Yeah, you know, some of these are pretty normal. Bryan Cranston. He's like, I'm the one who knocks.
What does this mean exactly? Like celeb story?
And I said, no, dude. Yeah.
People are so funny. There's always been like, okay, let's think Disney characters real fast.
Yeah.
Like, I have always had the biggest crush.
I forgot to tell you, somebody's was the hot centaur from Harry Potter.
Listen.
And I said, that sounds like a Braille answer. She's into some weird shit.
Well, on our last podcast, you were saying something about like a centaur. I was like,
horse on the bottom, man on the top.
Is that bestiality? Like, what is, like,
half.
What makes
and I said half.
Yeah.
It is half.
I think Aladdin is so hot in the cartoon and the human version. Like, I would ride his carpet all day.
Wow.
Magic carpet, not his.
Yeah.
Not like,
the carpet matched the drapes.
Yeah, not that. Not that. Also, that really hot horse. You know what I'm talking about? He's from like, it's not Flash. It's a cartoon. It's a horse. He has like the best jawline.
It's a horse, Braley, of course.
It's a cartoon.
Horses are kind of notorious for having good jawlines.
Out of all the Disney princesses, who would you love?
Man, Jasmine's pretty great.
Jasmine is really pretty.
Yeah.
And she has curves.
Yeah. I'm not a traditional guy. I probably wouldn't go for like a Snow White. Probably wouldn't go for a Cinderella.
She's also they're too young anyways.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for Ariel. I'm trying to think of some other.
Belle.
Oh yeah, Belle for sure. Actually, now that that's my first choice. Now that I think, I was obsessed with Beauty and the Beast when I was a kid. Yeah. My favorite line was like always. I laughed so hard at it as a little kid, and when they're redoing the Beast or whatever, and then he's like, "I look stupid.
Which obviously, like, Beauty and the Beast is kind of not problematic, but when you're younger, like, this is the best fairy tale, and you're like, no, this is Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, capturing somebody, and then they're like, actually, I do love them. Yeah.
Also, Flynn from Tangled is really hot.
Is that the lizard?
No.
Is there? Oh wait.
No, Flynn is the guy that tries to save
Flynn
her.
is just such a not great name, though.
I know.
Flynn. I think Fiona from Shrek is hot.
I was just about to say Shrek.
Yeah. You're into Shrek?
No, I was just like, I'm shocked nobody put Shrek or Donkey.
Yeah.
Which
Donkey.
By the way, Donkey and what is it? The third Shrek has babies with the dragon.
How does that work?
Guys, how does it work? Tell us.
Yeah, please tell us. Do you think there's somebody like in like a IVF doctor in like Neverland or wherever they live, whatever it's called?
Yes. Oh yeah, where do they live?
I don't know.
Dreamland?
Yeah.
Barbecue? Yum. Have you heard Dreamland Barbecue?
No.
It's so fucking
Where is it at? Is it here?
There's one in Georgia, and the original's in Alabama.
Oh, no. You know what? I love it. There's a barbecue place that I do love because we were doing some events a few years ago and like outside of Atlanta right there. It's a little shack called Fat Matt's Barbecue. Very good.
Fat Matt.
Shout out to Fat Matt.
Fat Matt.
Barbecue.
We really should do we should buy wings from like all.
I already know I can eat wings. I know the best wings already though in Nashville. I can take you to them. Rocky's Wing Shack. That's my boy, dude. Shout out to Rocky. Those lemon peppers are so good. I like flats and rounds. I'm a big fan of both.
I loved rounds for like my whole life, but recently I've switched to flats.
Yeah.
I think it's because sometimes.
Do you do the thing where you take the bone out and then you take the side bone out and then you just suck it all off?
I'm actually very much not good at eating wings. If it was an Olympic sport, I would not even medal. I barely get all the meat off, and then Tom eats the rest of it. I know.
I love that Tom gets your scraps.
He doesn't get anything except for the scraps.
Yeah.
No, I like the drums, but the drums sometimes they kind of ick me out because like sometimes it's kind of too chewy.
Sometimes it can be. Yeah. I will say like Rocky, especially when it's Rocky back there, like he gets them very crispy. He gets them.
Where is this place?
It's on Ashland City Highway. It used to be in Germantown, but it's on that same like main road that I live off now. But it's closer to like it's a little closer to like Clarksville Pike, like over by the YMCA, right over there. By
next podcast next week, bring in some wings, and I'll bring in some wings.
Okay, where's your place? Where do you think your place is?
Publix. They're
it does not compare.
They're hot and spicy.
It does not compare.
Hot and spicy chicken wings.
See, I like lemon peppers.
I like lemon peppers too.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah. I mean, I will get because I do like lemon peppers because it's dry usually, and like if I'm driving home, I will eat like sauced wings at a place, and I love them, but I don't like what they turn into once you've driven home 15 minutes in a styrofoam container, you know what I mean? Like then they lose all their crisp.
My mouth is watering.
They lose all their
because it reminds me of like growing up. There was a place called Taco Mac in Georgia that
I've eaten at Taco Mac all the time because my sister used to live in Taco.
I've totally forgot about that, but but if you're
there's a lot of Taco Macs, though, right? Like,
I don't know if they're outside of Georgia.
Well, I just meant in Georgia. Yeah.
But every like Saturday during college football season, my dad would order like 3 things of like big wings. It'd be like swimming, lemon pepper, and then like just hot.
Yeah.
And I mean, we would gobble, sit in front of the TV, gobble all those up. Celery. My mouth is watering here.
Dude, nothing's as good as food that somebody else paid for.
I know.
I miss that. It's hard now when you go out to a place and you're the one picking up the bill and you're like, this used to taste so much better when it was free.
So true, because like when we went to the beach this past week, we ate out every night, which was fine. Like we got to try really great restaurants. Well, one night we did. Tom doesn't like to work for his food, and so we got like the seafood broil, and it came with like shrimp, fresh shrimp, fresh crab legs.
Pill things.
Tom has never had crab legs before, so I had to break open all of his crab legs.
I don't blame him. I'm not a fan, and no one can make me like it.
Crab legs?
seafood in general.
Oh my God, I love seafood.
Oh, really?
Love seafood.
I'm so far the opposite of that. Maybe that's some kind of tie-in with the Olympics. Why, I don't watch. I don't know. It is interesting how different we are.
Do you like, I know it sounds weird because it has nothing to do
We do
with
like wings, though.
seafood, but like hush puppies always come with seafood, and I love me a good fucking
Hush puppies are good, yeah. I mean, I've
Fried
had them come with
cornbread.
like barbecue and stuff too, like I don't.
My mouth is watering.
Yeah.
I didn't take my medicine today, so like
I just
really
have a bunch
hungry.
of roast in the fridge right now that I'm about to eat.
Yum.
I've been doing that. I take like two chuck roasts and I'll put them in the crock pot like for 7 hours and just put beef broth, wine, some red wine, some Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, and just some salt and pepper and stuff like that, and it's good, man. It's
Roast
real
is so good. Does it just fall
It is good.
apart?
It does. It's like I tried to pick it up to put it in the bowl, and it was just falling apart as I was doing it. I was like, dang. So I just have like a big container I eat every day. I've been eating of
That
just
sounds. Is
roast.
it better than your like fajitas you're making? Yeah.
Yeah, I made taco skeleton. I've been making a bunch of is P.F. Chang's lettuce wrap.
I love beef
Like-
Chang's. Oh,
I've been doing those. My lettuce wraps are so good from there.
Are they?
Or like my imitation ones.
did you
yeah.
like look up what they kind of do and imitate it?
Yeah, I did. But I add a little like extra of the chili spice. So it's a little spicier and like.
My dad and I used to eat
I
P.F.
go
Chang's
crazy.
all the time.
Yeah, P.F.
for their
Chang's is
look.
good. Yeah, there's a place in the desert called the River, and it had P.F. Chang's there. And
I will say, if you could have any type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh man. Probably Chinese food.
Same.
Yeah. Or
Same.
Mexican. I don't know. I'm pretty because like I grew up in Southern California, so like there were so many good Mexican places.
Yeah.
Like it's weird coming out to the South and like even if you're in places like close to Mexico, here on this side of the country, like the rice is different, the beans are different. It's so different than like in Southern. You were there for a summer.
Well, the Chinese food is also like, I think one of my favorite foods is rice. I know it's weird. I don't know. I like the texture of it. It
Easy
goes
to
in everything.
digest, yeah.
Yeah. And so Chinese food, they have like that coconut jasmine rice.
Oh yeah, you like that?
Oh my
See,
God.
dude, I just love like fried rice.
Fried rice is so good.
Or noodles, you know what I mean? Like
They have noodles.
yeah.
They have chicken. They have rice.
I know that's
they
what I'm
have
saying.
veggies.
You
they
can
have-
spice like you could just do like beef broccoli and be like pretty healthy about it, or you could get like General Tso's chicken. You know, like
Yes. I'm like,
oh
God,
man, that sounds good.
I love
That
Chinese
sounds
food.
That sounds so good right now. And there's not a lot of great places out
There's
here.
not. There's barely any over
I
here.
know. Yeah, it's a bummer. I did eat a Thai place down the road that's pretty good.
I gotta be honest. I've never had Thai food before.
Oh really? Oh, pad Thai.
I'm scared it was gonna give me diarrhea.
Why? It's
Most
not
things
Indian
do.
food. Yeah.
So
Really? No, I thought most things block. That's funny.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
welcome back.
Here we are.
You don't know that we took a break, but
Yeah.
we know we
take
took
a break every 30 minutes. You know?
Is that a new lens on the camera?
No. I think I just put the filter thing or the I can't think the hood on it, the lens hood. So what's been going on in your neck of the woods? You went to the beach.
I went to the beach. It was so much fun. I saw so many dolphins. I haven't been to the Atlantic in a long time. Like been in the Atlantic side of the ocean a long time.
When you see dolphins now, do you think about Peter the dolphin in that?
No, actually I don't. I thought,
I do.
but
I think about him every day almost. That's my Roman Empire.
There's something else in
He chose-
politics with the dolphin.
What?
There's something in politics that has to do with the dolphin. Same thing. I don't know. We'll look it
My
up.
story wasn't political.
No. But I'm saying that like dolphins are making a comeback for something sexual.
Yeah, well, I think about that. He chose to not breathe anymore because he missed Mary so much. He killed himself in his tank. Dolphins have to tell themselves to breathe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I told you. The end of the story.
Don't we have to tell ourselves to
You
breathe?
got no. We do it naturally with our, like because you're not thinking about breathing right now until you
If I do, I start
thinking
panicking.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but so I told you he once he got separated from Mary and like they shipped him off somewhere else, he just drowned himself in his tank.
I would do that if Tom ever separated from me.
Yeah.
I would just tell myself not to breathe.
Yeah. I know. He's just missing out.
Yeah.
These are I don't know. I don't think I've ever thought to end my life over an HJ. I don't know. That'd be a magical one.
But it was probably like the best like he's ever had.
Well,
He's like,
a human hand when you've only known a dolphin's touch. You know? So these thumb things are really working out.
Do you think she was she in love with the dolphin?
I think she was in love with the idea of the dolphin. I don't know. I think she loved him, maybe not in that way though. You know, I think that was just part of the like. It's hard to keep shipping him down to the other tank with the two other dolphins, and like, you know, like so this just like makes up for the time that it would take to do that, and like, so I don't know.
But dolphins. I saw a lot of dolphins. I was telling Josh that, like, I know I said earlier, I haven't seen seashells in years and years and years. They have so many shells on that side of the beach.
Was there anyone named Shelley?
No.
Selling seashells?
No.
Down by the seashore?
No.
No?
No, unfortunately.
My mom's named Shelley.
Oh, hi, Shelley.
She doesn't listen. Maybe she does. I don't know.
We celebrated Tom's birthday.
Uh-huh. How old is Mr. Thomas?
Tom just turned a whopping 29 years old.
Tom's only 29?
I'm lying. He turned 34.
Oh, I was like, what? I was about to view you so differently, actually. It was weird how it like, it kind of changed my perception of you. And I was like, I think Braley might be one of those manipulative older people who just like.
Young guys are easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm 57.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But yeah, we celebrated Tom's birthday. I did have a show before I left. It's my first show that I've had in a long time.
You had a show?
I had that show at the local.
Oh.
A lot of people
was
there.
Dan Hudson there?
Yeah, he was.
I haven't seen him forever.
I know. It was my first time seeing him in like a year. And then I played all new stuff, which was cool.
Yeah.
Nobody listened, which was awesome.
Yeah. I saw clips of the local last night, and everyone's just talking at a tremendous volume over it.
It is so loud in there. Like, people are so loud.
Yeah. And it almost was like, is the audience mic'd up? That's what it sounds like.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
It was during all those storms that were happening, and the power did go out at one point.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. Let's see. I finished 3 books. One I gave 5 stars. It was so good. It's called Just for the Summer, and I'm telling you guys,
sounds like a fling.
It's a little. It's kind of like a fling. It doesn't have smut in it, so don't worry. I know, crazy. Not part of my MO.
Yeah.
But it's about a girl who. Oh, it's so good, you guys. Abby Jimenez knows what the fuck she's doing, because she has 3 books that are out that are all intertwined in some kind of way. Like their characters are intertwined in some kind of way.
Now that seems like a popular thing that authors are doing now, right?
Because they're sequels, but they're standalone sequels.
Right.
So like it's just easier.
You're not going to get lost if you're starting in the middle.
Exactly. So this is the last book, and it was so well written. It felt like I was in my brain. The movie that was happening was just so perfect. The way that she intertwined the characters at the end of the book was bananas. I did not see like how the ending was coming. The romance in it was so good. Justin in the book is so hot. I don't think he has hockey hair though.
What does Justin look like to you?
Justin I'll tell you what he looks like. He is 6'1", brown hair, brown eyes, great body. And he has a dog named Brad.
Oh, I have a dog named Bogart. I was doing the checklist of all the Yeah.
He wears this camo hat that says "Raised Rowdy."
That's crazy, because I also own one.
He wears these sweatpants shorts.
I love these shorts.
Yeah, they're great shorts.
They're 5-inch inseam. I just bought a couple more pairs, actually. They are. Sometimes you're sitting there in a professional meeting, though, and you're like, I hope my balls aren't hanging out of my shorts right now.
Which puts me right back to that Frenchman that just did the
Yeah.
But I highly recommend the whole series. The first one is Part of Your World. The second one is Yours Truly, which I only gave 2 stars. It was not that good. And then Just for the Summer, which was so
this is the trilogy. One of those was only.
I gave the second book 2 stars because the whole book was miscommunication, and like I don't mind.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
But now I'm reading this book called The Sinner, and it's like a dark college romance book. I've already read the first 3, and this one is so dark. It is.
In what way? Please explain. Elaborate. No, please do. Please do.
I can't. Okay, so there are in this college. It is.
Look into the camera when you say it. You have to say it with your whole chest. Really.
In this book, there is this like it's not a fraternity, but it's kind of like a cult they're called lords, kind of like mafia stance things.
Yeah.
And they have to be celibate all the way until their senior year.
Oh.
And once they get to senior year,
All bets are off once senior year comes around, huh?
they get to pick a chosen one.
Oh,
and
all the guy, everybody gets their own chosen one, or
all the guys get to pick one girl to spend the rest of their life with. So
okay, gosh, okay, that is totally different than what I was thinking.
Okay, but
I thought there was only one girl, and all the guys chose this one, and I was like, whoa.
No. I'm not very far in this book, but pretty much like, guys, I think that I don't know how I'm going to get through this one because it's so dark. There's like, I mean, borderline assault. Anyways, it's called The Sinner. You read it at your own risk.
You gave nothing away.
I can't say it out loud.
Why?
I was even reading it last night and I was like, literally at one point my face was like, oh no. Because, okay, here's the thing. The last book I read in this series was called The Sacrifice.
Oh.
And the beginning of the book was very like borderline walking the line between, grape.
Consensual
and consensual, not consensual. And, but by like maybe the 4th or 5th chapter, like it went away, so like I could like freely read it without feeling like crap.
Right.
But this one I'm not feeling good about. I'm not feeling good about it at all. Even though the girl is like, I love this. This is great. And I'm like, but do you, or are you being manipulated? I don't know.
Wow.
I'll give it to you next. You can read it next.
Yeah, please do.
And then you give it to your grandma.
I'll flip through it. Yeah. I like to monitor anything that she reads. So
I'm going to show you the cover of this book. Okay. I'm going to show you the cover of this and You'll just get the gist.
Oh, for those who don't know, they can't see anything. There's a man with tattoos and he has a chain wrapped around this woman's neck, and kind of her head tilted back, kind of maybe pulling her hair with the other hand.
But she has tattoos, so she's like cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And like she looks like she's like, yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's either of their first times doing this. I'll say that.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Cool. We agree. Anyway, so yeah, I've really just been I've honestly have really, really enjoyed this summer. I've gotten to go to the lake, the beach, and create music and work. It's just been a good, relaxing summer. I've really enjoyed it.
No, that sounds amazing.
What about you?
I've been going to a lot of rounds and stuff. I told you about that, showcases and stuff. Just trying to see some new artists, trying to get out there and talk to people and see what they're doing. Because, I'm excited about a lot of things we have cooking over here.
Yeah.
And our company where we shoot this podcast. But yeah, I'm excited. But it's hard switching back to being somebody who stays out like late.
Yeah.
I've been like having a hard, because I normally would go to bed at like 9.
Yeah.
And so now I've been staying out, like in the last few weeks, there have been times I've stayed out till 3 a.m. multiple times. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, I know. And I'm like, I don't know if this is a long-term
That's
thing
not the life for me.
Yeah. But, it's important to build, if you're building something, I'm dedicated to building things, so I'm getting out there and I'm doing it. But, at what cost?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and I don't know if you'll agree with this. I genuinely hate being tired, and I hate having to do things when I'm just utterly exhausted. Yeah. So being up till 3 a.m. and then getting up in the morning and having to go be productive.
Oh, that's the thing too, is I can't sleep in. As far as like I could if I know everyone here would understand, but my body won't let me. So I'll go to bed at 3 and I'll wake up at 6:30.
Nope.
Just be like, all right, guess it's a new day.
If I'm not asleep at least by 12, then my whole entire next day is just going to be dragging.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big, I believe if there's one thing that really helps is getting good sleep, so
helps with it even helps with weight loss. It helps with your anxiety and depression. and that's genuinely why, like, I'll go to rounds sometimes, but like I just don't like if it's.
I gotta be honest though, there's something about it that makes me feel human again.
Really?
Yeah, about just experiencing like tiredness and things like that.
Oh,
like,
I'd feel that. I'm always tired sometimes, so I just
Right.
I would say if one of my friends is like, "We kind of around," it's at 10:00. I'd be like, "No, I can't."
Do you have an earlier one? Like,
Yeah.
See if you could switch to the 7 p.m. slot.
Or when I was asked to do this round, I was like, "I'll definitely do it. What time is it at? If it's before 9 for sure." And she was like 8. And I was like, "Perfect."
So I'm in.
Yeah, I just don't like being tired. I really don't.
I don't blame you. It is exhausting to be tired.
It's exhausting to be tired. But yeah, so anyways, we don't talk about this right now, but we need to start talking about the fundraising and the round that we're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of your thing, so I set the ball up. You just, got to tell us when to launch it.
Well, what's his name is going to tell us whenever they're fully moved to Losers and they start doing Losers.
They're fully moved. And what's his name? His name's Nicky T.
I don't remember his name, but he said that we'll cut this. Sorry. He said that he would tell me at the beginning of September.
Okay. I thought it was August.
No.
But they're moving fully over there. They have a thing there tonight.
Losers has the worst sound.
Yeah. Really lives up to the name.
It's a loser.
Bunch of losers. Well, this was a good time. Mm-hmm. And, the way that you said doesn't really imply that, but I had a good time. I don't know about you.
I've had better.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from women. Well, thank you so much for listening. And
are you telling me thank you for listening?
Yeah, thank you for listening. It really does so much for me. You're like a psychologist who doesn't help out with any problems.
You know what? That's my dream job.
That's kind of psychology anyway. So isn't
sometimes
they're just like, yeah, how do you feel about it? And you're like, I don't know, man. I'm paying you. How do you feel about it?
I will say my new therapist has not asked me that yet.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But she does make facial expressions.
Sometimes you're just like really calling it in today, aren't you?
What I like about this therapist is that she'll validate my feelings without saying it. She'll like, I'll say something like, and then this happened, and she'll be like that, and I'm like, yeah, bitch, I know, right?
Yeah. How old is she? She's emoting so heavily.
I would say she's a little bit older than me. Which I like because it feels like somebody.
She's not too disconnected from like your age, kind of thing.
Yeah, like it feels like she just went through something similar. I don't know. She's great. I can't wait to see her next.
Well, that's exciting. I'm happy that you're happy.
Alrighty, guys. Well, this was fun. Josh, where can they find you?
You could find me at Josh Dell.
Did you forget your name?
No, I was gonna say. You could find me.
Find me in the club, bottles of the
or
what you need.
You could find me. You found me. I'm here. I don't know. I'm losing. I was ready to end a few minutes ago.
Anyways, you can find Josh on all social media at Josh Dell.
DEL.
You can find me, Bailey with an R, Leonard Mooney, at all social media. And you can follow us on...
Don't you think if people are listening to this, they probably already follow us?
I don't know. Like, you still have to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like, wherever you're at, leave a review. Like and subscribe.
Do it now or else. I wasn't going to shoot them yet.
I did it. They didn't do it quick enough.
All right. Bye, guys. See you next week.
Oh, God. Please.
Oh, God. Please, not another podcast.
Yep.